This is what my friends send me. This is why I can't get shit done.
Oh, there. Class and your favorite cousin with the side. I'm anti.
Bro, what? This is what I got going on in my life, man. Here, I'm gonna send this to you. Yo,
What's up?
how's it going, man? I'm just taking a music break. Sorry about that. I was telling Paula the reason I can't get anything done is because my buddies send me random videos like that one.
What was that? I wasn't sure what that was.
Tiny desk,
Oh,
fuckery. Anyways, how's it going?
good, good. I saw you uploaded a lot of the story pieces and the CTAs and shit.
Yeah, well, a couple of them. I just shot some real quick, so we had something to kind of look at today and kind of trying to figure out which stories are going to be the best at this point. And I want to do a lot of like practical use case type stuff where it's like, this is how you track a form. This is how you track a form start. So I specifically went over form start. Form start is an auto event, but you can tell me if this sounds like it makes sense or if it is useful. So it's an auto event in GA4, which is a silo in itself. And I could build an audience inside of GA4, but then I could only use that audience in Google Ads because that's the only place it's connected. Standard. Hold on. Let me fix this fucking camera. Sorry. However, I can also trigger an event based on that form start. And when I trigger an event based on that form start, I can send that event to Facebook.
Okay.
And so I just did that for a client who's only running ads in Facebook because I told them about this and they were like, well, we're not using Google Ads, so we don't really care. And so the workaround is you can basically, if I can track what someone's doing on the site, I can send it to any ad platform and build the audience inside of GA4, or I could build the audience wherever the hell they need it to be built.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
So I'm trying really hard to only do super practical stuff like that. And if I show you my screen, you're going to see those guys dancing and acting a fool. But also this, which is really interesting. So data layer checker is a Chrome extension. I can see a whole bunch of ecom data. So I know how much USD. I can see there's a view cart event. All this is available in the data layer for me to push over and build audiences based on not only what course they're buying, but also how much that course costs, whatever, right?
Yeah.
The cool thing about this is there is data somewhere. Here it is. Related. This is a parameter value from GTM that I can manipulate and send over to GA4. Then I can take it and send it to any ad platform that I want to. I can see that they're a logged in visitor. I could also see if they were logged out. I can see that they're a customer or I could see that they're just a visitor. I can see their email because they are logged in. But if this was a situation where they weren't logged in, it would just say undefined. So that's pretty useful. And on top of that, there's this idea around visitor username, visitor ID, and check this out. I don't know how to read this yet. However, there's a value for their registration date. So in a website where there's an accounts system of some sort set up or a CRM connected, I can see where they originally became a full-blown member and also how they're acting as a member versus how they were acting as a visitor if I build audiences and segment.
And then you're going to use that like for retargeting, essentially, I'm assuming.
Yeah. So that's the pitch, is dummy it down so that people understand what's possible, and everything needs to aim at an aha moment where they're like, oh, shit, I can really tell what step of the funnel they're in, and then I can retarget them based on that.
Okay, so here's what I would suggest then, like for the hooks, because I was like, I didn't have a chance to look at every single hook that you have in there, but
Sure.
I looked at some of them. The hooks, you're kind of spilling your hooks like into the story portion as well. Like for your hooks, you'll probably want to be like, if you are an e-com person and you're looking to like do better retargeting, like you're going to want to watch this, like that type of hook, like keep it like seriously like 3-4 seconds, like max. And it's like a in your face type thing. And then like for your story portion, you can do like, you know, just the talking head piece there if you want, but you could also do like a screen share or a point and click type situation, like almost the demonstration like you just showed me. That could be the story portion. And then the, you know, the call to action is going to be the same like every time. Yeah, that's what I would suggest just right off the bat with that. Like if you're wanting to do like super hands-on, showing them like here's like the exact type of data that we can pull that like you didn't know was even possible, the screen share shit will like work the best. But just like keep it moving, like quick, couple facts, want to learn more, come over here.
Nice.
And then
Yeah.
your hooks, just get them shorter, like attention grabbing, like pretty close to the phone, like your face pretty close to the phone. I'm going to put the slap and all that shit in there. And that will be a little bit easier to categorize, because like when I looked in there now, I'm like, shit, like when I'm trying to piece these together, it's hard for me to know like what really goes together. They're not like catch-all hooks that can go with every single thing yet. So
Oh, got it. Okay. Let's do this. I'm going to create hooks that are similar to what I just wrote here, but also let's do some that are focused on a situation where someone's a return visitor and we need to understand like what do they call that? Lifetime customer value.
okay.
So in a situation like that, this tracking setup is for someone who cares deeply about long-term customer value.
Well, make that your hook. Make that
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. And that is like kind of like applies to like anybody that's possibly going to work with you. Like there's nobody that like doesn't give a shit about lifetime value of their customer. You know what I mean? Especially like an e-com, like that's the whole game there. So yeah, hooks like that. If you're going to like stray from that, bucket them up, like put a bucket inside, you know, a folder inside of like the hook folder that's already there, that if you're going to like change direction with that hook, categorize it, because if it's not categorized, it was just real fucking hard. It would be like impossible for me to like know what to pair it with. So like if you're going to do different versions that aren't generally applicable, title them up like in a folder.
Okay. So
these all seem pretty generally applicable right here, like where it's like any demonstration that you show on your story piece can fit with any of these that you're showing right here in front of me. So like anything you demonstrate can go with like, if you're a high ticket seller, you're going to want to watch this because then you're talking about data. Like every high ticket seller needs like data to like increase their sales. So set up for site owners focused on lifetime value. I wouldn't use that as a hook, that this setup is for site owners focused on lifetime value. That's more of like the story piece because
Okay.
that's going to be getting like more specific.
What did I say earlier that you said was good? Long-term customer value, like lifetime customer value.
Yeah.
Lifetime value can be tracked based on login.
Well, no, because that's going to be a story.
Shit.
You know what I mean? Just put a section right under this that has stories and then put that in the fucking story idea bucket so you can demonstrate it.
Could I just do this? Lifetime value can be tracked. Let me show you how.
If every story that you're going to make, it relates to tracking lifetime value.
Oh shit. Okay. If people are logging in, customers log into your site, watch this.
Yeah. That's like kind of more specialized, but yeah, that'll work.
An account. Shit. It's so easy for me to go off the rails, as you can tell.
Well, this shit is like, it's harder, like, because it's harder for you to see the outside of it because it's in your brain.
Right.
Like you live this part of it. So it's harder for you to separate it.
So what I keep thinking about, Chance, is I can go. There's only a handful of things that people do on the website. They're either going to submit a form and then get a phone call or a follow-up email and have to jump through some hoops in order to be qualified before they can buy the thing. They've already set up an account and they need to go into the website on the back end, the product side of the site, and take the course, do the thing, whatever. So this course site, this is a great example. Portrait Masters is legit just a whole bunch of photography courses, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or they're buying a thing. So like and you can tell me if this is valuable or not, because I'm still trying to understand if it is. Victory Men's Health. This is the guy. So if I just go here, let me clean this up. Famous last words. If I just type shit in here, but I don't fill it all the way out, right? Bitch. Hold on. Sorry. So if I do this, but I don't finish, this is the form start that I was talking about. So I can pull it here. It's in the data layer now. There's additional information. These are parameters that I can also use to trigger other events or to, if the form destination is homepage like it is here, I can then go into GA4 and create an event that only, instead of saying form start, it would say, tell me if I'm going too far, if this doesn't, if you're not following,
No, I'm following.
because it's kind of tricky. So form starts happening, and I can see all these other parameters that are happening as well. Some of them are available inside of GTM. Some of these are GA4 standard. So refer, page location, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cute, whatever. The point is that I know how to modify a form start. Fuck. Odd. I can modify a form start this way based on page location. Make sure that it has. So if it's on the home page only, I can then rename it this. So now form start will be non-existent because it's going to get erased by form start homepage if it's happening on this page. If it's happening on a different page, then form start will still be the event that you see, right?
Yeah.
So I want people to understand that building a trigger or an event inside of GTM, which is where this one lives, not only can I use it to fire other events, so this is a Facebook event based on form start, but also one form start event in code can be responsible for like 20 or 30 different iterations of the same exact event without me having to set it up multiple times inside of GTM with code. And the reason that's important is because it keeps your footprint super small. So if I go here, there's not a whole lot going on in this container. That's it. And the whole site is mapped out.
Gotcha. So it's not just like an overwhelming amount of like shit you have to dig through to get the information that you want to get.
Keep up with or update over the time or shit, dude. If you use custom HTML, you could really screw it up and have a ton of stuff going on in here. And as soon as the code breaks, you have to go in and figure out where it broke, modify it, change it. And imagine if I set it up and then 5 years down the line, somebody else has it and they have to figure out what's going on. It's just a huge inconvenience. So you kind of future-proof yourself by having a simpler setup.
Are you doing this sort of shit like on your lives?
Yeah.
Yeah, this would be like the stuff I would think would be the best sort of like live sort of demonstrations. You should link up on the landing page a link that goes over to like a playlist or something of your lives for people that want to like get more in depth. So I definitely would suggest doing that because like using short form to like drive to the landing page is great, but you'll be able to warm them up like so much fucking faster, like with the long form stuff.
Yeah. So you're saying fixyourtracking.com goes over to the page that allows people to book the audit, but then if they do book the audit, they also have a chance to interact with me on long form.
I'm saying since right now you're still kind of waiting on Dan's shit to like to be in the fold for this for like the type of traffic that we're trying to drive, right? Yeah. Or is that just like a dead thing?
No, I talked to him yesterday. I think it'll be ready tomorrow or over the weekend.
Okay, so I would just say like in the meantime, since we're not getting the opt-ins for the audit and everything there, what might be a smarter play is like still have the audit like as the option there, but as an additional thing that they can do when they land on that page is just a link over to like your YouTube live playlist.
Okay.
Not a bad idea. Because that could warm them up. It just gets, you're just building more rapport with them, and they'll just be much more likely if they see like more than just like a slap fucking video that drives them over to the page. Like, oh, this isn't just like some gimmick. Here's like the fucking real deal, like behind the scenes.
Okay, cool. 700 people have seen that shit though.
Oh man, yeah, it's almost fucking doubled since last time. So the shit that's out there is like still like pumping.
Yeah, I think it's a matter of time, but yeah, I think you're 100% right in assuming that maybe we need to add a little something here.
And it may become irrelevant like once Dan's stuff is in the fold, but just like in the meantime, it's I don't know if it will work or not, but it's just like if you're putting all the effort into the live, you may have to bring the people to the live, you know, rather than like just hope that they end up there through like SEO, YouTube SEO type shit, you know?
Yeah, I feel you. I'll start promoting the lives quite a bit once I dial them in. Right now I'm still like sometimes the audio will work. I've gotten the audio pretty much figured out to where I can do it consistently, but then I noticed that the screen capture sometimes gets frozen. So I'll be working on a whole different tab. It's probably because I have so many fucking tabs too, though. But like I'll be working on a whole different tab and it won't even be showing on the screen. And
Yeah,
so
that
that's like
sucks. Do you have like a secondary like monitor that you can look at, like even if it's another fucking laptop or something?
yeah, I do actually.
You
I think
might want to
monitor is in
set
the
that
closet
up,
over there.
because
Okay.
I do that shit so much, like on my lives, where it's like I fucking go through a whole fucking live, and then I
And then
look
you
back and it's like,
realize,
God damn it, it wasn't even showing the right fucking thing the whole time. I had to like delete the whole thing.
yeah,
So when I'm like not being lazy, I'll just set up like a laptop that's like tuned into the live, and every now and then I can look over and maybe I'll be showing the wrong thing for 5 minutes, but it's not 30 minutes.
yeah, I feel you. That makes a lot of sense, man. Let me all the pieces, man. I started seeing my long form pop up on my YouTube feed recently,
Really?
which is insane because that never ever happened until recent. Um, migration, life skill building. So you'll notice that none of my lives are like active yet, because they save as unlisted.
Right.
Um,
Well, you don't have to make these public until you get it dialed in if you want, but it's just,
yeah, I got a shit ton of them though, dude. Like I'm
yeah,
just doing them. I did like a 2 hour one yesterday.
yeah.
Like,
Just like a watch me work type live.
yeah, that's what I want to do is just throw the camera on and work, and then have Paulo go blur out all the pixel IDs and all that shit.
Yeah, that's what sucks about working with like client shit when you're trying to do a watch me work. Like I can hardly do that because if I switch over to my fucking email, I have like legal shit over there, and yeah,
Right.
I've had to delete
So
so many fucking lives because of that.
yeah, well, I know a way to do it post, but there's also a way to do it live, but I haven't done it before yet.
Yeah, yeah. YouTube will within YouTube you can go in and like blur out shit on lives after the fact, but it's
Yeah,
buggy as
there's
hell.
there's one for, yeah, it's really frustrating. Like you have to, I don't know, it's a little more meticulous than I want to be.
It's like not even worth it, like really, unless you're getting like thousands of views.
Exactly. I guess that's
That's
something like that.
perfect. Yeah, that's perfect.
And then let's just look at it real quick. Watch me work live. Cool. And then if they want to do a 15-minute discovery call, they can do that. I can also put this at the top. Wonder what it, ask Annabelle also what she thinks. She just built like a really badass um abandoned cart series for me for people who fill this out but don't book the Calendly event.
Yeah.
Um, and then I found out she's doing it for a project. Like, oh, babe, what got into you? You helped me. Thank you. Like, I needed to do it for this project. Oh, okay.
Hey, either way.
Either way, right? Um, all right, cool. So let's look at this real quick. Watch me work live. Should I put that there or is that weird?
I
It's
don't
kind
think
of
it's weird.
no. Okay.
No, it's just it doesn't. I mean, I'm more of like less of like an aesthetic person. So like I don't look at it and try to see like does it look right? Does it look good? I'm just like shit. Will people potentially fucking click it? That's
This
all I
shit
give
gonna
a shit
work.
about.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Cool. But yeah, I think let's spend a couple more minutes on this joint.
Yeah.
This is
Um,
super helpful.
when you start building out your stories, like if you have any questions about it, like just hit me up, dude, and fucking like you can send me a
Okay.
direct link to like a video in Drive if you have any question about it, and if you want me to like critique it like right there, like over the weekend, whatever, before our next thing, like don't hesitate to like send me that shit, because I would rather you not like spend time doing like 30 fucking things that aren't gonna like work perfectly and streamlined.
Yeah, bro. Like you can see how I was kind of just I knocked out all those hooks back to back to back to back to back to back, and I was like, let me just send him something because
Yeah.
I'm still not the most comfortable like just being on camera, but who cares? It's like
Well, this will make it a lot easier because like the story portion of it, like you won't have to be on camera. And even when you're like talking on these, like here's a way that these can be repurposed down the road, like not necessarily right now, but like on the story part of it, if you're not like doing like a point and click and you're like actually just doing a talking head thing, you can always like pull that audio and slap it over like screen share shit like down the road for the story and like
yeah,
duplicate
yeah,
that content out. And there's all kinds of stuff you can test with it down the road.
yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, we thought about that as well, just repurposing all this. Um cool.
But yeah, like so like your call to actions, like that part of it's like perfect.
What if someone starts a form but doesn't complete it? Let me show you how to track it.
That's gonna have to that will be like a story. So like create a bucket underneath this like for like story ideas.
I still don't understand the difference between a story and a hook. I suck.
Here's why. No,
I'll,
it's
I'll
not.
figure
It's
it out.
not the. It's not about that. It's. I've just done so many of like these like short video hooks, um, and mixed and matched them with like so much shit. So like the reason it's a story idea rather than a hook is because it's not generally applicable. You're not going to be able to pair it up to anything that you like show in a demonstration on a point and click. Um, if customers log into an account on your site, watch this, that can like pretty much cover anything. Like anybody who has a website where people are going to log in, like that's applicable to them. Um, if you're a high ticket seller, you're going to want to watch this. Like, yeah, you're like gatekeeping a little bit there, but it's everyone who has a high ticket offer, this whatever you show them is going to be applicable to them. Now, if you put like, what if someone starts to fill out a form but doesn't complete it? Here's how to track it. You can only match that with something where you're showing them specifically that form example. It won't match with if you're talking about BigQuery or some other fucking like technical thing.
Okay, so like hooks are super broad, but they get your
Yes.
attention.
Yeah, they're just attention grabbers. It's just literally like a fucking hook, like you're a fishing hook. Like boom, you're just like trying to get them to stop scrolling.
Is this story or hook?
What just stop it short of that. So like if you sell on Shopify and want to know who's a new customer, watch the or you want to know how to get
More about your customer?
better data about your customers, like watch this because that's like more general.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't listen. Want to get better data? Watch this.
Yeah.
All right. It's so yeah, I have like this tendency to want to like keep explaining.
Well, yeah. It's hard not to. Most people can't do this part of it. It just takes reps.
Hmm.
Anybody could do it. It's like you just have to get out of your own way. You just have to get out of your own way. It's hard to do that when it's like, especially when you're so used to like teaching really fucking technical shit, like the way that you
Right,
are. It's
right,
not
right,
just
right.
like dumb marketing shit like what I do.
Hey, we're combining forces, man. They're both genius in their own way, damn it. All right. Um, let me think. If you use Webflow, let me show you how.
Let me show you something.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
If you're familiar with GTM, you use Facebook Pixel, I can show you how to get more out of it.
Well, for that, like that's going to be that's a story. That's more of a story because whatever follows that has to be about the Facebook pixel. It can't just be about GA4 like generally. I would be like to change that to a hook, it would be like
If you use marketing, I can show you how to get more out of it. If you use
yeah,
marketing pixel, yeah. Or
yes, yeah. Not even a marketing pixel. Like if you
have ever wondered how pixels work. Is that broad enough?
it
You know
could
what's
be.
crazy? You know what? I don't know if I showed you this or not already, dude. Our long form content is about to be like the history of pixels.
Oh, really? Okay.
Like we're gonna have an entire breakdown where we explain to people what cookies are, how pixels work, how APIs work, et cetera, et cetera. And that's going to get us in front of an audience that cares enough to understand. And then we can kind of go a little more technical, but
Yeah.
also just kind of show them how the pieces fit together GA4 GTM wise,
Yeah. That's cool.
which we're still trying to figure out if we're going to do it on the BHT main channel or like choose. We might have like a marketing history channel type shit.
Yeah, I bet that would work too. It's hard to tell with fucking YouTube. You know, YouTube is just hard. YouTube is really hard.
Yeah. Um,
If you need to track pixel data, I can show you. If you need to track, yeah, pixel data, I can show you some tricks. I don't know, something like that.
all right, help me out. I don't know, man. Hook wise, have you heard, has one of your team members brought up GA4 during a marketing meeting? If so, listen up.
Yeah, there you go.
Cool.
Okay,
I
how
like
about this? If you need to, something like with the competition angle that we were working on, um, like with
Oh,
the last set of hooks.
like if your shit's not good, then you're gonna get beat, basically.
Like, yeah, like, does your competitor seem to have an edge when it comes to data? If so, check this out. Just shit like that.
Ooh, when it comes to marketing, maybe it's their data.
There you go.
Um, Paulo said earlier, have you ever wondered how, what did you say? Someone tracked on your phone or some shit?
the how your phone knows what ads to show you.
Have you ever wondered how your phone knows what ads to show you?
That'll work. Yeah, because like pretty much any data you show like is applicable to that.
Yep. And I can see just through here, data layer, visitor type, post, ecom. There should be some info about, yep. Here it is, display data, screen resolution, that's a laptop. Because of the sizing.
Gotcha. That's crazy.
Yep. It's a MacBook, I think. Yep. Pro resolution options. You gotta, put two and two together, but still it's not too hard to realize that that's the default resolution for a MacBook.
Yeah.
Kind of insane. What's dope is I could take that value and then press it through a data layer variable. So similar to what I was showing you in GA4, and then I could just label it inside of my reporting system as a MacBook, so that whenever I go and look at a report, like for my marketing team, they wouldn't even see all that. They would just see MacBook.
Yeah.
They're on a MacBook. We don't know how we know that, but Jordan says so. All right, cool. Let's see what else. Let's get one more good one in.
And if you want to copy and paste these and just send them to me like in a fucking email, a doc, whatever, I'll fuck with them and see if I can like duplicate some of them and throw them in there.
Okay. I mean, we can use these hooks inside of what's the name too? Shine Ranker, I would imagine.
Yeah, fucking piece of shit's down today, like all
It's breaking. Shit, bro.
Sucks because it was giving me such good shit yesterday. I don't know if you've seen like the stuff that I got in there yesterday. It's like, damn it. But yeah, I went into the Discord and it's like, it's not just me, it's fucking everybody. And I see he's like on fucking vacation. So it's just like, this shit isn't getting fixed.
Yeah, I saw that. Just posting Lambos and shit. I'm like, bro, your fucking shit isn't working though. What's going on here? Is it this one? Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah, I like these.
Yeah, I got some good F1s. I got some good like robots. I'm trying to get it to do like some evil robot shit, like for competitor style stuff. And
encryption is not only necessary, but setting up your GA4 property correctly helps you collect and use data
I love it.
that your competition may be missing. Make no mistake about it. This is a race. There will be a winner and a loser. Go over to fixyourtracking.com to see how we can help you win.
I can dig it. Let's go hard on the racing stuff. I think because I know, so one of the commercials we shot early on that did really well was there's a TV show called Drive to Survive, and they got like black backgrounds, and we mimicked what they do.
It's funny to characterize
A black background.
literally just
They're African American.
No.
Oh, okay.
It's so simple what they do.
I mean, it looks
Sit in a
dope
black
though.
box.
Yeah, it looks like they're sitting in a black box essentially, and we're doing that style. And we had one where we depicted like some clips from F1, and we equated racing with how they have to use all these data points in order to make these minor adjustments.
yeah,
The race cars cost $1 billion or whatever. Like, it's because the amount of sensors and shit.
yeah. Well, if you want me to just keep doing those, I'll keep doing those. I just don't know how many you wanted in that same theme. I can do more in that theme though. I'm essentially like for these, I'm taking the hooks that we initially like worked on in the like rough scripting doc, and then I'm kind of
This joint.
yeah, and then I'm just like adding like a fear-based like competition style script like that one was, where it's just like this, there's going to be a winner and there's going to be a loser, which is like, racing themed, like we'll help you win type shit, like that sort of thing.
Cool, that works. I'm
But
cool
I'll
with
use
it.
these hooks as well. These ones that we're coming up with here.
All right, bet. All right, cool. Yeah, so let's go that route. I understand the difference between hooks and stories. Thank you for that. And then stories versus CTAs. Do I need to know anything?
The story is just going to be like just where you're just demonstrating like some sort of like knowledge around like what you can do, like just what like you're showing me in the beginning. Like that's really it. That's all the story is going to be. The CTA is just go to fixyourtracking.com to like learn more.
Okay, cool. Should I tell them stuff like, hey, go book a free 15 minutes?
You can if you want to like try different CTAs, as long as like you know you're going to have that option at fixyourtracking.com forever. That's the thing. Like if you're wanting to keep the shit evergreen, as long
Yeah.
as that will be an option there, you can use it. But if you ever think you're going to like make that unavailable, don't use it.
Yeah, it's not going to be for forever. There's no way. At some point, I'm just going to run this thing and be like, all right, pay for the audit or else don't talk to me type of thing.
Then you don't have to do like book a free audit. It could just be like book an audit. It doesn't have to be free. It could be free for now and you can start charging for it later. But as long as the audit is an option there, you see what I'm saying? Like you just don't want them to, let's say, because like, for
An audit,
example,
yeah.
like I have a TikTok that like just still gets like thousands of views like every week. It has like over 300,000 views. And the website that it drives to is just like, I don't even fucking use it. It's gone. It's like dead. And it sucks because it's like, I don't want to fulfill on that little piece again that I said in that CTA and that specific thing. So all those leads that come in from there, I can't convert them to anything. Like you just don't want to end up there.
Yeah, I feel you. No, I've thought about that a little bit, but I don't know. I don't even know why I asked you that. I already knew the answer. Cool. Yeah, I'll just try to keep everything evergreen and shit, I might even throw in visit fixyourtracking.com to watch me work on this.
Yeah.
And that kind of alludes to them clicking that button that we just set up.
Yeah.
And
Especially if lives are going to, if you're that's, it seems like that's going to be a big part of your strategy, like going forward. So you
yeah.
might as well start getting people over there.
Yeah. And I mean, I saw Chase do that too, as a big part of his strategy was just kind of like, hey, interact with me. And then here's, of course,
Yeah.
after the 20,000th email, it's like, okay, I'll buy your $50 course.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
cool, man.
All right. Well, don't forget to get me those hooks and reach out. Like if like you start to like do these and there's like anything that like we need to like go back over, or if like you want to record it and you're not sure if it falls under the hook story bucket, just reach out.
Cool. I just dropped them in Messenger. Is that okay?
Perfect.
All right. Good deal, man. I do feel like when I looked at it and I saw that there was like 700 people had landed on that, I was like, oh shit. That means just over the past 2 weeks, it's been like 500 people because we didn't have that many folks prior to that. I don't know why
Yeah.
focus, that was weird. But anyways, yeah, I appreciate you, man. I'll see what I can figure out. Have a good weekend, and I'll circle back with you on Tuesday to try to see what we need to do. Oh, Dan showed me, so he actually imported a list of people who had hit my pixel, and it's pretty insane, dude. Like I have first name, last name, email, and place of work.
Yeah. So it's like pulling B2B scraping,
It's
basically.
doing B2B scraping, yes.
Yeah.
There's no supposedly there's less strict laws against I gotta watch what I say around you, I guess.
I'm not like, part of the government. I'm not going to like prosecute you.
Yeah, I know. There's less strict um stuff around B2B contacts. versus like consumer protection.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, all the laws on that shit are like consumer protection laws. TCP
Yep.
is what it's called. So yeah, with B2B, it's not the same. Doesn't mean there's not restrictions, but it's not the same.
Sure. Cool. So yeah, I'm gonna try to see how deep I can get with that pixel, and then we'll see how that CRM builds out. He has a lot of work to do in order to get it working. And I was just straight up with him when I spoke to him yesterday or the other day. I was like, look, bro, the reason I'm hiring you to help me do this is because you understand how all these pieces work together.
Yeah.
I understand conceptually, but I'm not going to sit here and rack my brain trying to set everything up. That would be like me telling him to set up his own GTM, GA4 situation. He can do it, but it's not the difficulty of any single step. It's the difficulty of knowing 50 steps in what order.
Yeah. I mean, you bought a done for you like package from them.
I know.
Not to
Well,
do it yourself.
The CRM shit is beta, and I'm understanding why it's in beta. So
Yeah, you're the guinea pig. You're probably the first fucking beta on there.
again, I'm always the guinea pig, bro.
Man ahead of his time.
Yeah. Fuck. All right. Well, yeah, have a good weekend, man. I'll catch you Tuesday. Appreciate your patience and your help.
Yeah, for sure, man. Talk to you then.
All right, man. Peace.
Later.